Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Lion King here, and it's time for Tier 1 boys to handle the Monaco Grand Prix. So tonight it's a slightly different format on our usual. We will go for the full qualifying. So it'll be the Q1, Q2, Q3 that you'll all be familiar with if you're Formula 1 fans. So we have at the Monaco Grand Prix. It's a 2-mile circuit, and it's pretty much a car park or a procession race. But we'll make the most of it because we're MRC. So joining me in the comms box this evening, also fresh from the back of the Tier 2 race, it is the Baby Hornet. Good evening, Simon.
Right at the back of the Tier 2 race. Good evening, how you doing, Simba?
Yeah, after
Yeah.
that race.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
It wasn't the finest moment of the season. I know they call this the crown jewel, but I'm not convinced.
I mean, I guess it is if you actually manage to win it.
I think it's just because it brings a lot of glory, personally, but
Yeah. Get to
it's not
say that
my
you
not my
qualified
cup
though.
of tea. It's all about
Oh,
the qualifying and nothing about the race half the time.
oh yeah, if you can qualify in P1, then you're basically sorted.
Yeah, if you can make your car very wide like Alonso does, then that's it, game over.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, there was very little overtaking that I saw in Tier 2.
Well, did you see the proper race this year where
Oh god, yeah,
Alonso
that's...
was holding half the field up like 30 seconds back? Because no, you
Yeah,
can't
exactly.
overtake.
No, you literally can't, because the cars are too wide these days.
So there we go, boys. Set it up for qualifying, put it on pole, and just make your car wide.
Yeah. Oh, big kick from Chris Bailey.
Good evening, Ant. How's your Red Bull seat tonight? Our first person in the YouTube chat.
Oh, texting in
Is it me or do we not have any game noise? There we go.
There you go.
We had that stupid glitch where it doesn't give you the game noise.
Oh, lovely.
It's easy enough. Put it on pause and pull it back off.
There you go.
Just looking up a few Monaco facts. So, Simon, do you know which driver has the most wins around Monaco?
I feel like I should do.
He's definitely a big name, but he's not a current driver.
My guess... I want to say Ayrton Senna, but I could be wrong.
It indeed is Ayrton Senna.
Ooh.
Won it in 87, 89, 90, 91, 92 and 93. So that's 5 years on the bounce. 6 out of 7.
Did like Monaco, my gosh.
And second best is a joint between Graham Hill and the man himself, Michael Schumacher.
I thought Schumi was up there.
Yeah, he quite likes Monaco as well. Now, Chris Bailey's given us our first purple time of a 1:13.8.
That is an unbelievable banker in Q1.
I expect that will come down massively. His teammate goes in with a 1:15.0. I really feel sorry for the people not using assists on this track.
Oh, it's just horrid.
It really is not the best race for it. Let's have a look at confetti. Just coming around the hairpin at the moment. I will find a track map and familiarise with the names of the corners. Hopefully.
1:14.3 from Loppy, not a bad little banker lap.
And it's just coming down through the tunnel into the Nouvelle chicane. Seems to take that quite nicely. See how he gets on. Coming up through Tabac. Into the first part of the swimming pool, and he runs wide and invalidates. Hey, that's unlucky. Let's have a look at Calvin. Is he on a lap? Fresh off the back of his Tier 2 race. I hope his went better than ours.
Yeah.
So he's just coming up to Mirabeau at the moment. That's one corner I actually know.
There you go. I know Raskas, I think.
Yeah, the last corner.
Yeah, and I think that's about all I know.
I know a couple of them. You should know the first corner because Jeff always used to come up with the nickname for it. No heroics into Saint-Devot.
Yes, I do know that one, to be fair. I have to say, our debut driver, Mr. Corrie, has appeared to set 2 purple sectors.
Whereabouts is he on track?
Just coming round Raskas.
Let's have a quick look at him and then we'll pop back to Calvin, because Corey is slightly ahead. 12.7.
Really good lap there.
Provisional P2 on your banker, because Erapel's done a 12.3 for the pole, provisionally.
Amazing.
Calvin goes in with a 14.9.
Not a bad little lap.
Let's have a look at our championship leader, Mr. Reese. See what he makes of the streets of Monaco in all its tight, dark glory. I must admit, I'm loving this nighttime setup.
It looks beautiful, and with the cinematic views, it does look amazing. It's just disgusting to drive.
It really is. I was close to not racing it, but I've never missed a race, so I just went for it.
Yeah.
And we all know how that ended up.
SW's just at a purple mid-sector, I believe.
Let's have a look. It's just coming over the line for a provisional pole. Wow! 11.4. Mister, I've only had 3 laps of practice.
Oh my good grief. 11...
That is dirty time.
That is disgusting, is what that is.
Let's have a look at the championship challenger and defending champion, Mr. Dynamite himself. I know he was saying he was struggling with this track earlier. I see Ferrari have done a nice job of getting that car ready in time.
Yes, indeed.
After my race ended in a wall at the back.
Yep. That's right, mine wasn't far from ending up in a wall either.
113.0. The kid is human.
Oh my gosh. Who knew?
Not me, that's for sure. Let's have a look at LRL.
You set a purple first sector.
Oh, he's dicing with death with these walls.
He really is.
That's the only way to get the time, though. You've just got to dice with death with the walls every lap.
Oh yeah. It can give you a big reward, but it can also be a very, very big debt.
Well, we're doing alright in qualifying. It was raceway it went to bleh. Let's see what he can do. 12.5 as a banker.
These are some unbelievably quick banker laps.
They really are. Just go cash these in as collateral. We'll see what else comes out. Bergen improving. Yeah, it's just started a lap.
Jay Sarge is just starting his lap and had a big kick out of the first corner.
Yeah, let's have a look at the ex-champion, 3-time champion at that. He's usually worth an impressive look.
Oh, car park on the right there.
Oh, there's always a car park.
Oh, yes.
The whole track's a car park.
He's gotten caught up in some pretty bad traffic.
That's probably going to wreck some of his time, which is unfortunate. Although he's kind of getting a tow from the Aston Martin ahead of him, but it's probably not helping too much.
Not too much at this point. Still a 113 dead, not a bad little banker lap.
That's certainly not. is about as human as Kid Dynamite.
Indeed.
And we both thought they were a little bit inhuman at one point.
Yeah, they didn't seem to be able to do a race wrong at one point.
Let's see, who else we got? Ant's on a slow one, just letting everybody go. He must be warming his tyres. Saviour's invalidated. I was going to have a look at the other ex-champion. Mark Ainley looks to be on a slow one. Bergen's on a slow one. G-Star's invalidated. Magoni's having traction issues. Elibel's on a slow one. Reese is on a slow one. It doesn't have anybody on a quick lap.
No, we don't at the moment.
Oh, maybe Nick. He seems to be 8/10 up according to his delta.
Oh, okay.
Which isn't a bad place to be.
Ooh, oh, disgusting.
I think we just commentator cursed him.
I think we did. Sorry, Nick.
We sorry.
You've got another run, mate. Don't you worry. You've got time.
The one thing that South Korea probably wish they had.
Yes.
Because that certainly didn't go to plan for them.
It did not. That was a big shock. I did not expect... It was Japan, wasn't it? No.
Well, I think that one always kind of went as it was expected.
Oh, yeah. I haven't kept up with the football at all today, to be honest.
Let's see who else we got. Is anybody actually on the lap at the moment?
Jay Sarge has just set a purple middle sector, so we may have a bit more luck on this lap. Yes, P5.
1:12.5, that's definitely an improvement. See how Corey's doing. Just cutting his way through the traffic. Ant's been disqualified.
Ooh, big oversteer, unfortunately. He has been disqualified.
Yeah, it's just popped up in the YouTube chat saying he's been disqualified for nothing.
Oh.
Hopefully we can get to the bottom of that at some point.
Yes, indeed.
Confetti's looking a little bit quicker at the moment. It's half a second up, but it's just invalidated.
Ah, that's disappointing.
Morphy seems to be having a good run at the moment, so we'll stay on board with him and see how he gets on. So we'll see what other interesting facts we can find out about Monaco.
Yeah, let's find some interesting facts about Monaco. Hoppy's just set a 1 minute 13 dead, so that takes him out of the bottom 5.
So and he's definitely going to be going out.
Yeah.
At the moment, Confetti, Calvin, Redcar and Nick will all be joining him.
Yes.
But anything could change.
Absolutely. I don't think Nick's had a really clean lap yet, so if he can get a good lap in.
See how he's getting on. It is a notoriously hard track to get actual track space on to set a good lap.
Yeah, that as well.
Seems like every time I went out I was caught in traffic.
Oh, I was exactly the same.
It was 1.8 up at the end of the second sector.
So that's a big improvement.
Could do with probably 2.2 maybe to make
Yeah.
himself a bit more secure. That's putting 15th.
113.4. Ooh, that is right on
So
the
that
edge.
is right on the cusp of going back out.
And Saviour's already 3/10 up as he comes through. Yeah, up to 15th for Saviour.
He's still in the danger zone though. They need
He
to go on a
is.
fast recharging session and give it another shot. Hopefully they'll have enough fuel. Let's see who else is on track. Erapel, the reigning MRC X Elite champion, who's unfortunately invalidated. I'm assuming he's starting a lap though, so we'll have a lap of Monaco with the Red Bull.
Confetti Krieg 6/10 up out of the second sector.
Oh, let's jump back to Confetti. Nearly 7/10. He needs to find a bit more than that, really.
Oh yeah, stays 17th unfortunately.
Nice improvement, but not quite enough. So do you know which constructor has the most wins at this circuit?
Which constructor? Well, Ayrton Senna obviously won a lot. I'm guessing most of that was probably his McLaren days. Then you got Schumacher in the Ferrari. I'm gonna stick to my guns and say McLaren.
Correct. 15 times McLaren drivers have won this circuit.
I am on a roll tonight.
You really are. I mean, I'm wondering how this circuit has 19 corners.
Honestly. And you can get round it in 1 minute and 11 seconds apparently. Oh, Corey's out.
Corey's in a wall somewhere. Kidge jumped up into second. But
No
majority of the top 10 are actually in the pits. So none of them will be replying if anybody below sets a killer time.
Yeah. Bergen's invalidated, unfortunately, so he's sitting in 12th.
Mr. Bailey's just in Rascass. See what he can do. Because he's a bit on the cusp. Although he's got Nick as a buffer and gives himself Woomax as a buffer as well.
Woomax is down on his time at the moment. Out of the second sector.
Saviour jumps to 12th and pushes Nick out. The only one left who can actually push Woomax out is Calvin, who's invalidated.
He's invalidated.
So the 5 that will be out is Nick BT, Confetti Krieg, Red Car Rambo, BRD Calvin, and the unfortunately disqualified Anton. So let them all finish the laps and we'll re-adjourn for Q2.
Yes, but Corey won't be able to set a lap now, because if you crash out, you don't get to set a lap in the next session, so he will be 15th. Oh, and Woomax actually, so he'll be 14th.
Wow.
I'm assuming Woomax crashed out, and that's why he's... Yeah, that's the way, Ant. Go and get your food ready. Good man. Take a break. You've got about 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, you might as well, because you're going to be sat here for a while.
Yeah, indeed. Going out in Q2 felt like an age until I got to race.
The whole thing feels like an age to me.
Well, yeah, true.
So SW tops Q1. And obviously, as we've already covered, Nick BT, Confetti Krieg, Red Car Rambo, BID Calvin and Anton will not progress to Q2. The other 15, however, will be back out on track again. The mental thing is, Reese, Corey and Mark Aidley all set their times on mediums.
Oh, that is absolutely filthy.
And Corey and Mark Aidley had exactly the same time.
Oh my gosh, they did. Wow. So you can make it through to Quali 3 then?
Certainly can. So can Corey not and Womack not actually compete this session then?
If they crashed out, they definitely can't. If they just retired in the pits, then they can.
I guess we'll find out what they did then.
Yes.
Neither of which have made a move towards track yet. Everybody seems to be flying out at the moment. And the head of that train seems to be the sergeant himself. Mr. No TC, no problems.
There you go. I can honestly say no TC is not on the cards.
Yeah, Laurentier, I believe there are a few that are sandbagging. There always is.
Oh, yeah. Corey's come out, so he obviously retired, not DNF'd.
Yeah. I think Corey's on, Womax is on the move towards the end of the pit lane as well. Looking at the dots on the mini-map.
DNF'd.
So it's all good. We're going to have 15 people on track momentarily. Baron Bergen, who's the sensible one sitting in... Nope, LRL, who's the sensible one sitting in the pit lane.
There you go. Wait for a nice gap.
Always. Let everybody get the first laps out of the way. So let's stay on board with J Sarge as he comes into Massenet. Around Casino. Making this look really easy. Gets it slowed down nicely and it's tight into Mirabeau. Down for the hotel hairpin. Oh, he really is making this look an absolute ease through Portier. No clip in the wall. Into the tunnel we go. Drop it down the hill, break around the 100 metre board for the Nouvelle chicane. Ooh, he broke late and made that work. Well done to him. Into Tobacco, the Simba crashing corner. First part of the swimming pool, beautiful. The second part takes a load of curb, a bit of a traction wiggle on the exit. Into Rascasse. Very leery on the exit. And down the final straight, DRS flat wide open. He's going to pop in a 112.5 as a banker. And instantly gets smashed by nearly a second by Mark Ainley. 11.6. Barely stopped sandbagging.
Yep.
G-Star with a 12.7. Stay on board with SW because he was mightily quick in the first one, although Agoni's just woke up. In 11.1.
Wow. Oh.
He definitely woke up.
Oh yeah. We're going to see some 1 minute 10s, I'm thinking.
Yeah, calm down, you fast mental aliens.
I couldn't get out of the 1 minute 12s personally, but that's just me.
I were like mid 1 minute 12s. Don't worry about it.
I think my fastest lap today was a 1 minute 13 dead, to be fair.
12.6, I believe.
Not enough to get me in Q3, unfortunately.
I got to a Q3 and then fluffed it. Typical.
Purple first sector for Corey again.
Well, just don't stay on the street too long. There's always drama on that street.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to know why you've named yourself after a soap opera, though.
Good point. I didn't even get that.
Oh, I'm making all these references and you don't even get it.
Oh no!
Absolutely nails to back there into the swimming pool.
Ooh,
No fear,
wow.
this guy. Purple middle sector as well.
Ooh, bit of a kick on the exit.
You always kick on the exit there, but he had it very hooked up. 11-4.
Very nice, lad.
This guy is quick. Welcome to Tier 1.
Indeed. Coming in with a bang.
Time to take the boys to school. 12-3 from Womax. The Tier 2 guys beating the triple champ.
Oh my gosh.
Not that I'm rubbing that in much.
No, of course not.
Sarge, if you're listening, I've got some words of advice for you. Drive faster, be less beep. I'm sure you'll know it well. That's what he used to say to me when he was my coach.
Ah, there you go.
It's his own coaching advice coming back on him.
LRL's had a purple first sector.
Yeah, we're just watching on board with the LRL.
Oh, great minds.
It's Hodge's teammate from last season is Stefan.
Is it?
Mightily quick on his day.
Shows how little... Well, how bad my memory is.
I'm pretty sure he was the guy who came in. I think it was season 7, and he won 2 races in one night.
Well, I think I started on season 7 as well, but I absolutely did not win 2 races.
Right, you were either season 5 or season 6. Oh, and you really drifted through Rascast there. It's not the quickest way through the corner, mate. I think you were season 6.
What season are we on now?
9.
Yeah, this is my 4th season, so yeah, I was season 6.
I know that because I was in the Red Bull in Tier 3. Season 7 I was in the Red Bull in Tier 2.
Ah, yes.
That's back when you were SGPR.
Yeah, I had the name that nobody liked and I was peer pressured into changing.
Baby Hornet is so much better.
Yeah, but I was trying to avoid the whole Discord finding out that I was the Baby Hornet. That was the issue.
We'll blame Stoob then.
I know, he outed me on stream. Absolutely disgusting.
We'd have all found out eventually.
I was doing a good job of hiding that, I think.
You know your name goes on the results.
I mean, touche.
So you weren't hiding it that well.
Could have been a coincidence, you don't know.
I'd have just asked Chris.
Yeah, to be fair.
What's Kid Dynamite going to pull out? 1:11.8 puts himself up to P6.
The surprise is LRL, he's down in 14th at the moment.
The blowhole is invalidated.
Ooh.
Not doing your Leeds pride right well there, are you, Mr. Bailey?
Get back in the... Or is he he's going again. He's got
So what Lop is going to pull out? Jumps himself up to 10th. That's the hot seat for the danger zone at the moment, but I expect we'll see quite a few more time improvements. Although if you're Agoni, Corey, any of the top, what, 4 or 5,
You're feeling pretty confident right now.
would you even bother to come back out and waste the tyres?
I don't think I would.
Especially not Agoni with that dirty time.
Oh, I know. I'd be fairly happy with that myself.
That tyre is pure filth. See how the Bergen's getting on, is nearly 2/10 up in the first sector. Just coming around the hotel hairpin at the moment. Into Portier. Nicely hooked up on exit for tunnel.
Bailey was 8/10 out of the second sector.
Do you remember the year when Alexander Wirtz crashed his Benetton coming out of that tunnel?
Oh, now, I was very, very young for the Benetton days, so you're pushing me there.
It may have been borderline going to Renault at that point.
What year did Benetton become Renault?
Now you're asking.
Yeah. You asked me a question, I send one right back.
I'm gonna probably say early 2000s.
Benetton F1 team. We're going to sort this right now. They were running until 2001. So I was an outstanding 6 years old at that point.
Ant went for 03. No, you were 2 years out, it was 01. I knew it was early on that time, because then they became Renault, and obviously 05, 06 they won the titles.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I was in 2001. I was 6 years old. So no, I'm afraid I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it was quite a nasty accident with that.
Ooh.
Lost it coming out of the tunnel, took his wheels off and just slid down into the barrier.
Ooh, that's not a nice one.
I've seen quite a few nasty accidents at that section over the years.
Doesn't surprise me. It's a nasty track at the best of times.
Yeah, Mr. Sarge might get knocked out in Q2 here. He's probably going to go on a very quick recharge. Yeah, Chaos is definitely coming. Repel, Mark Ainley, Kid Dynamite, all just left the pit lane.
Ooh.
Mark Ainley's had a bit of a Rosberg at Mirabel. Went down the escape road.
That's a nasty corner as well.
It can be, yeah. You've got to get your braking just right, because if you turn in too early, you clip the inside wall.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you brake where you think is about right, start turning in, and all of a sudden the wall's coming at your face.
Yeah, and you've got very little time to react.
I had that a few times tonight.
I think I managed to avoid that wall. It was the hotel that was mucking up my race a lot tonight.
Every corner, every wall, the whole thing just messed up my race tonight.
Well, yeah, that as well.
And then when you're trying to battle other people around it, it just gets even worse.
Ooh, 1 minute 11 from Mark Ainley? Was he already there?
Yeah, he was already there. He'd invalidated that lap.
That shows how much attention I'm paying. My apologies.
Well, Corey's that confident. He's retired from the session, sat in the pits.
I think I would be quite confident at that point as well, to be fair.
So would I. Bailey's invalidated. Come on, stop sandbagging. Right, you're going to show us what you can do now. Sparks flying everywhere as he launches it up the hill. We need a proper Bailey run now.
Oh,
You know the Bailey we see in practice twice a week,
yep.
where he's always up there, top 2, top 3. Mr. Fast on his mediums.
To be fair, he is rapid on a set of mediums as Mr. Bailey.
Normally tops out Thursday practice on a set of mediums, and
Yeah,
we're all
exactly.
there struggling on a set of softs.
Very nice through there.
It really was nice through the chicane there. Kid
Up on
Dynamite,
the centre.
111-1. He avoids the Leclerc wall
I did not tonight.
and the other Leclerc barrier. Poor guy doesn't have any luck around this track.
He doesn't.
And it
Oh,
only
Dylan,
fractions improves. Reese seems to be about a tenth and a half up at the end of the first sector, so we'll stay on board with him. I think he's definitely a good bet for the title.
Oh, definitely.
AlphaTauri seems to like glory on this game.
Yeah, it really does.
Ooh, that was a bit leery coming out of the chicane. So he does into tobacco in the swimming pool. 2.5 tenths up, so he's really pushing the limits here.
Womack has bailed.
Into La Rascasse. Oh, and he's bailed it. Womack is retired. Saviour's in the pits. Lorp is on a slow one, so he's not going to improve.
Yeah.
So, knocked out in Q2 is going to be J Sarge, Bergen, Womax, Saviour and Lorpy. So Kid Dynamite, Agoni, Corey, Erapel, Mark Ainley, SW, LRL, Reese Whitcomb, Chris Bailey and G-Star all advance to Q3. I hope you've saved some softs, boys. Because it's about to get rowdy.
To be out in Q2.
No, neither did I. Nearly a second off the pace as well. Over a second.
And Bergen as well. He's normally pretty reliable around Monaco.
Bergen's never really the strongest qualifier though. He tends to pull it out in the race.
Yeah, very true. He does have outstanding race pace.
Do you not remember season 6 where he qualified in the back 6 nearly every race?
Yeah.
And then won nearly every race.
Yeah, that was just unbelievable. I remember qualifying ahead of him and thinking, oh, Bergen won't be a worry for me, and then he would just fly past me in the race.
Yeah, anytime you thought Bergen won't be a worry, you needed to give yourself a slap.
And then suddenly he was in Tier 2, and then suddenly he was in Tier 1.
I remember going head to head with him a few times in season 6.
I think I held him up a couple of times, but never for very long.
Only once did I ever come out on top. I had 2 wins that season, and one of them, I think he'd retired from the race.
Yeah.
And China, I won it with a bold strategy. I 1 stopped, whereas everybody else 2 stopped.
Did we race China that season?
We certainly did.
Oh, I've slept since then.
Because I remember they pitted, and I had about a 13-second advantage. And I was watching the times coming down, and I was just managing to maintain it. Because I had Bergen and Tom Brown chasing me down.
Yeah. I think that was the season where I literally got 1 podium in Russia.
Yeah, that'd be that season. Russia was the same one. Because I believe Russia is the first time I led comms as well.
Oh, was it?
I believe it was. As a bit of a last-minute stand-in.
Do you know what? I honestly cannot remember what my first comms was.
My first comms appearance was, I believe, Spa Season 5. The season finale, I was on Tier 1 with Hodgie.
See, again, my lead comms first appearance wasn't that long ago, but I cannot remember where it was. The joys of ADHD.
Even I couldn't tell you where that was.
I have a feeling it was Monza. Last season with Melvin.
Was it a bit of
just started.
It was a bit of an impromptu one, wasn't it?
It was literally no one else could do it, so they were like, hey, let's give Baby Hornet a try at lead comms, see what happens.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened to me. I got it dropped on me on the day.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, who can co-com? And I had Rob as co-com.
Rob is just the best co-com.
That's
He's
when
just an encyclopedia of F1 knowledge.
he pulled out his Gav impression and had everybody in stitches.
Oh, we love it when he does his Gav impression.
He did a full commentated lap, sounding like Gav.
He needs to bring that back out at some point soon, I think.
Oh, let's have a look. I believe the gun is our first one. So just followed him round his out lap. See if he can pull out another filthy time. If anybody's going to make the 110s, it's going to be a Gurney.
Oh yeah. Mind you, Chris Bailey's just set purple first.
I think a Gurney's just stole it. Oh no, Bailey stole it off a Gurney.
Yeah, he's had a rapid first sector every single lap. I'm not sure exactly where he loses the time.
Everywhere else?
Probably, yeah.
Just a thought.
Alright. I know it's bound to be somewhere else on the track.
Oh, Gurney's invalidated. Let's go on board with Bailey. So let's see where he's slow. Well, apparently he's got a purple second sector.
Yes, but being the only person who's set an actual valid second sector.
Shh. He's going for 3 purple sectors.
He is. And
112.1. You sandbagger.
Come on, Bailey, show us the real pace. Yeah, 11.6 from Reese, there you go.
Bailey's sandbagging.
100%.
Come on, SW, let's see what you've got. Erapel 11.4, there we go, this is more like it. The times are coming down. 11.1 from SW.
Absolute filth.
Kid's got no front wing.
Ooh. That is a problem.
Corey 12.6. But still faster than Mr. Sarge. Mark Haley, very, very leery coming out of the second part of the swimming pool. Into Laras Cass. Into the Anthony Nouvelle. I believe it is the final corner. 11.2. Wow, that's close.
Ugoni's very low on ERS at the end of his lap. So I don't think we're going to see his best.
Oh, it's Anthony Nose is the final corner, not Anthony Nouvelle.
Ooh, still P3.
Still a good time. See what LRL's doing, he's just coming through the tunnel. G-Stab stayed in the pits. Kid obviously had to pit because he had no wing. But it's about to come back out. G-Star's coming out as well. So within the next 3 or 4 minutes we should have our answer to the first round of times.
Yeah.
I think LRL's bailed his lap.
I think he has. I think he's going to go again.
Yeah, definitely. 116 on his first attempt.
Yeah, that's a definite bail.
I suppose it at least gives you a time to fight against.
Yeah.
I always find the first lap is the hardest because you don't know what time you're on.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just like, well, it feels good, and then you find out you're 3 seconds off the pace.
Yeah.
Never ever been one for having a fast banker lap.
No, I normally manage to pull it out at the last minute.
I've done that a few times.
Go from P18 to about P5 on a good lap.
There was one race, I believe it was last season where I did that. I think it might have been Singapore or something where I pulled out an absolute blinder of a lap and it was like, how did I do that?
I think I did that in Japan last season.
Well, L's real time is in 11.9.
Very nice lap.
See what G-Star can do in the German triangle. Can he get anywhere near his teammate? As I believe they are the only team, one of only 2 teams in the top 10 with both cars. The Alpines being the other team with Mark Ainley and LRL.
They're 2 very, very strong teams, to be fair. Hasn't set any purple sectors.
Still looks lightning quick. Oh, and really messes up the final corner.
Yeah,
13.2. I reckon he lost a second and a half in that final corner. Kid 11.3.
Very nice lap.
So after the first round, we've got SW, Mark Ainley, Agoni, Kid, Erapel, Reese, LRL, Chris Bailey, Corey and G-Star. What will it be after they've all set another time? Because I suspect it's going to change quite a bit.
I imagine it probably will.
And currently with nobody actually on a proper lap.
No, there's a lot of invalids at the moment.
Come on Bailey, pull your finger out.
Show us your true pace.
Stop sandbagging. Let's go for a blast with the blowhole. I'm expecting a good time out of him this time.
Oh yeah, this is going to be his big push lap.
Chuck all the sandbags back at J Sarge.
Yeah.
Nearly 3/10 up in the first sector. Here we go. Just coming into the tunnel now. See how he does at the Nouvelle chicane. That one could really make or break your lap. You wouldn't think it for just a bit of painting on the floor.
But it really does. You can make or lose a lot of time there.
Into the back and he's 0.4 up. Into the swimming pool, absolutely committed. Into Raskas. Hooks it up very nicely. Into the Anthony Nose. DRS flat wide open down the final straight, and we're going to get a 1:11.5.
Very nice lap.
That's better. Now he's dropped some sandbags.
Yeah, that's more what we expected.
Who else is on a good lap?
Corey was two tenths down in the first sector.
The gun is out.
The gun is out.
We could just see him ahead.
Yeah. Lost it on the exit.
Lost it after the Nouvelle. Them painted lines can make a difference. Corey's had connection issue.
Oh no!
I believe what's happened to him is what happened to me yesterday.
Yeah.
I had this happen during practice. I was coming through Mirabeau. Next minute I'm transported into the pit.
Oh.
And I couldn't do anything. I had to leave the session.
That's so unfortunate because he was looking so strong through the first 2 sessions.
And as I was the host, I couldn't get back in either.
Oh.
Luckily it was the end of practice anyway, so it wasn't worth setting up again.
Okay.
SW's invalidated. Mark Ainley looks to have just started a lap. Kid's on an out lap. Pell. Reese has had connection issue as well. He's just rejoined.
Oh no.
Let's go on board with
G-Star's 2 tenths up through the first sector.
Erapel's currently in the tunnel, so he's a little bit ahead, so we've got time to jump back. He's just come through the Nouvelle chicane on that, nicely hooked up into Tabac. Nice and committed through the swimming pool. Apparently purple middle sector is 6.5 tenths up as Erapel. We could have a 110 here. Through Rascasse. Into the Anthony Nose. DRS flat wide open.
Contact
Oh,
for
11-2. He lost 4 tenths in the final corners. Single track's just popped up in the YouTube. Apparently a few people have been kicked. We may end up looking at a red flag here.
I think we might.
If people can't get back in. I hope they can. I know Reese has managed to get back in. And Kid 11-3.
11-3 for LRL.
We ain't gonna get the 110.
I don't think we are.
Mark Ainley's down. Erapel's invalidated. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping everybody's managed to make it back in.
We've been told to see Discord for the people who
Well, I know people have had issues and been kicked. So there we go, the top 10 ended as SW, Mark Ainley, Erapel, LRL, Agoni, Kid, Chris Bailey, Reese, G-Star and Corey. Let's hope everybody is back in by the time we go racing.
Yes, indeed. I think it was just Corey that was waiting to rejoin. Corey can't get back in, unfortunately.
He's had the same thing I had happen yesterday then. Hate it when this happens.
Yeah. We might be okay.
Sane is joining back now. Couldn't tell you SW. I'd assume formation laps on. Formation laps underway.
Yeah, hopefully Corey got back in.
Let's hope so. So let's have a look. Tyres. unlike Tier 2, this is actually a 50% race, so it's 39 laps. So we have people running hards, which are Mark Ainley in P2, Chris Bailey in P7, Bergen in P12, and then 16th downwards, so it's Nick Beattie, Confetti Krieg, Red Car Rambo, BRD Calvin and Anton are all running hards. Our pole sitters on mediums with Erapel, LRL, Ogoni and Kidd in 3, 4, 5 and 6 on mediums. 8, 9, 10 and 11 are on mediums, that's Reese Whitcomb, G-Star, Corey and J Sarge. Then it's 13, 14 and 15th are on mediums as well, which is Wumax, Saviour and Lorpy. I don't even know if I want to go for predictions on this one. I think the answer to who's going to win is who keeps it out of the wall.
Yeah, indeed.
For 39 laps.
39 laps is a long time to keep out of the wall here.
Looks like Corey's still having connection issues. Just trying to see what's going on. May just have to win without. Because it's getting a bit late to call a red flag now.
Yeah.
Unless we get some weird glitch and the safety car comes out straight away.
Yeah, indeed.
So we've had that one a few times.
Is it going to start?
Corey's in the lead apparently. Oh no, it's reset itself.
Here we go.
I have no clue. 5 red lights. And we're underway. Give me some better camera angles, people. SW's managed to defend himself into turn 1. Mark Ainley's in P2, Erapel 3, LRL 4. Gun is in 5th. Everyone seems to have got away quite well so far. Apart from Corey, who's had a bit of an issue at the back. Well, that could be the AI.
He doesn't seem to be ghosting.
Everybody else seems to have got away quite well. Reese is up a position, Bergen's up 4, Bailey's down 2, G-Star's down 1, Savvy's up 2, Lorpy's up 2, Confetti's up 2, Wumax is down 1. Confetti and Wumax have just swapped again, so it's Confetti up 3, Wumax down 2, Calvin up 2, Ant up 2, Red Car down 1, Corey down 10.
Nice to see some Tier 1 drivers getting some moves done.
It's literally elbows out and go for it. Now it's just hold formation for several laps.
Yeah.
See how well we get through the next 45 minutes. Hopefully we're not too many safety cars.
Hopefully not. We didn't have a single one in Tier 2.
I know we had safety car on reduced. I'm not sure if these boys do. Corey's retired already.
That's a shame.
Looks like pit lane, maybe he was just struggling too much with connection issues. It's a shame, but when the game does you over like that, there's not a lot you can do.
Yeah, exactly.
Red Car Rambo's in the pits, so he's not had a good start either.
Having a new front wing, unfortunately.
Hopefully he can fight his way back into it. If not, just a bit of experience, I guess.
Yep, indeed.
As a no assist driver, you need all the experience you can get.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I learnt that the hard way on Friday. Trying it for the first time. You think you've practiced a lot, you're getting quite good at it, and then all of a sudden you wreck your tyres.
Yeah, exactly.
With stupid lockups and half spins here, there and everywhere.
Oh, it's bad.
It's just about living up to the challenge, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Nick BT's in the pit lane. Let's see what's going on there. I'm assuming that was a wing change as well.
Think it must have been.
Do we have a virtual safety car? No. It just lit up all 3 sectors yellow, but then swapped to only 1 and 2.
Calvin had a spin and lost his front wing, unfortunately.
I think we've just got a few people playing with barriers at the moment.
Oh, we have, unfortunately.
That seems to be my favourite occupation tonight.
I would call myself a professional at it, personally.
And did you go on a date with the barriers as well?
Oh, I had many, many dates with the barriers in Tier 2. We were best mates.
You dirty dog! Ryan's back in the pits again.
He's not having a good start, is he?
No, he really isn't, unfortunately. It seems to be a bit status quo. Gordy's all over the back of LRL, but he could push him around the track and still probably not find a way past.
Yeah, exactly.
Only thing you can do is pressure and pressure and pressure and hope for a mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
But even then, it doesn't always open doors for you.
No.
Or if you're really unlucky, it'll be somebody with a glitchy connection.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not what you want.
Well, 1 minute it looks like they've driven into a wall, and the next minute they teleport back on track in front of you.
Exactly.
And it wasn't reset to track.
Nope.
Just saying. That was awful in the first few laps.
Oh, my gosh.
Nick's been back in the pits again by the looks of it.
Oh, I think so.
Another one that's not had a good start to the race, and is about to get just been lapped by the race leader.
Yeah, that happened to me as well.
You kind of know your race is over when you've been lapped by lap 5.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but...
Saving a safety car isn't saving that. Because unfortunately they don't feel the need to allow unlapping in this game.
Nope. Unfortunately not. That could be a nice thing for them to sort for 23.
Did you say 23 or 33?
23.
Because I think 33 is more likely.
Yeah, you're not wrong, to be fair.
It takes them two years to sort track updates.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's taken them this long to sort out the DRS lights on the steering wheel.
What DRS lights on the steering wheel?
Well, as of today, they're supposedly fixed.
Oh, I didn't even notice, to be fair.
There you go.
Because they were working up until the last update, and then they stopped working.
Yeah.
I've had to rely on my own steering wheel for them.
Oh, your own steering wheel actually has that.
I've got the SF1000, so it's got the screen and the lights.
See, I'm just a standard G29 man.
Get saving for an upgrade.
I'm still in university, mate. I ain't saving for anything right now.
Oh, you get money thrown at you left, right and centre. I'm sure you can scrape something.
Maybe eventually. We can hope.
I tell you what, J-Sarge is hounding the back of G-Star. The problem is there's not enough room for him to get past.
Yeah.
It's the barber shop versus the German triangle. Just coming on the chicane. Red car members.
Yeah.
Retired. It looks like the top of the hill.
Not sure if that was an accident or...
Into one of Mick Schumacher's favourite corners. Or maybe not so favourite corners.
Yeah, it looks like he had an accident, unfortunately.
At Massenet.
There's the first 2 penalties. Nick BT and Reese.
You need to avoid them penalties, Reese. They won't do you any favours in your championship battle.
Nope.
Because the problem is you're just going to be stuck behind the car in front for lap after lap after lap.
Oh, Calvin's out.
He's lost it. just before Mirabel.
Looks like it.
I wonder if he's hit that bump in the road.
Yeah, I think he has, unfortunately. But still no safety car.
Because to some extent on the game you can sort of straight line that, but oh, JSR just had a spin and broke his wing.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Again, very, very easy to do there.
Yeah, as I was saying, you can to some extent straight line that.
Yeah.
But I always take the F1 driver's route and go around it.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
that bump can launch your car all over the place.
It can. If you short shift enough, I've found that it's generally not too bad.
I just didn't risk it. Just take the F1 driver's line and go around it.
Yeah. Tell you what, SW is building a hefty lead out in front, isn't he?
It really is. 5.5 seconds. We're only on lap 8. Calm down, son.
Yeah.
Mister, I'm going to be slow. I've only had 2-3 laps of practice. Yeah, right.
Absolute sandbagger.
Pull the other leg.
It's
Clearly too fast. The Sarge's in the pits having his new front wing fitted. And a set of hards. I would say it'd get into the end, but probably not.
No, it's going to be pushing it. You can get probably about
actually,
18 laps out of the
I
hards.
think it can
20
be done.
maybe?
It's a 50%. I think it can be done.
I'd say 20 laps would be a limit on a set of hards around here.
Well, I remember watching one of the YouTubers.
Yeah.
Not going to name names because I'm not promoting.
Yeah.
And they did soft to hard on a 50%.
Oh. Okay. So maybe it is possible.
Because I was watching the video. See if I could pick up some tips for lines and stuff on this track.
Yeah.
Didn't help me much, but yeah.
Never hurts to try.
When I got some good laps in, it I suppose it did help.
Yeah.
Because I was using the lines and whatever. The problem is, some of these higher leagues don't actually use strict corner cutting.
Yeah.
Because they know the drivers aren't going to take the mick.
Yeah, exactly.
So like the Nouvelle chicane, they cut a lot more than we can.
Yeah.
Because I tried
That'd be
cutting
nice.
like they did and it's invalidated. Corner cutting warning. Thanks.
That would be nice to be able to cut that corner more.
And turn 1 they can cut a lot more.
Yeah.
Such an odd one, this turn 1. Sometimes it lets you cut it a bit and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, sometimes it just will not.
Let's head back up and have a look at. So we've got Erapel with Mark Ainley following on behind. It's become a train. Erapel's the driver, then we've got Mark Ainley, LRL, Agoni, Kid Dynamite and Reese as his carriages.
Yeah.
Then the two Willy boys are kind of a bit on their own.
G-Star is catch a bit.
Yeah, he is catching Bailey a little bit, although I believe G-Star's tyres will probably start to go off relatively soon.
Yeah, I would say probably about 14 laps on a set of mediums here.
Laurentia's just said the mediums are going off. That seems a bit early.
And that seems very early.
Unless that's graining phase.
Could be graining, and they'll come back in a couple of laps.
Let me have a quick look, see if I can find this video again.
But it seems a bit late for graining, actually, lap 10.
Just going to see if I can work out what lap was pitted from the softs. Okay, that's some mental tyre management.
How far did he go on the softs?
End of lap 10.
Oh, that's disgusting. I could not get them past lap 7, the softs.
But we were running a 25% race, the wear is increased.
Yeah, true.
That was a 50% race like these boys are running tonight.
Okay, that makes me feel slightly better.
So the mediums should, in essence, easily go to 15.
Yeah, to be fair.
Maybe even 20. But I'd probably say 15 and then jump to the hards.
Yeah.
That would be my prediction anyway.
I think that's probably a good bet. 15 or 16.
I mean, I know on the full 100% you're supposed to be able to get 20 odd laps out of the softs.
Yeah.
Which sick person would want to do 100% Monaco? I don't know.
Absolutely not. No, thank you.
I don't want to do one lap, let alone 78.
If I was doing it on career, I'd need unlimited flashbacks just to finish.
I wouldn't even do 100%. I'd
No.
simulate.
I just don't even have it on the calendar anymore because I don't do a full calendar.
I don't do career mode.
Yeah, fair.
I don't have the time for it.
No, I don't have a lot of time for it these days, to be fair.
The Lopez already pitted onto fresh hards.
Oh, he's gone early.
The hards should go to the end from here. But they probably won't
They
be
should
feeling
do.
pretty.
I will say that I found that the overcut here is extremely powerful.
It can be. But it's hard to say because it depends on obviously timings as well.
Yeah.
See, the undercut can be massively powerful, but if you get caught in traffic it absolutely annihilates you.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
is why the overcut can be better. But if you can do the undercut, come out in clear air, you're
Yeah.
absolutely laughing.
I mean, I found that the tyres were too cold to push when I tried the undercut.
But the tyres are going to come in within a lap.
Yeah, true. Ooh, big kick from Loppy.
And then if you can get a couple of laps in, by the time that your rival pits, they're going to be coming out on the really slow, struggling tyres, and you might actually find a gap.
Very, very true.
It's all about where you come out on track.
Yeah.
But the problem is we don't have a team of expensive engineers to sit there and go, right, well, it takes this long for a pit stop, he's going to come out in this position.
Yes, it would be nice if we did, to be fair.
But unfortunately we're not a real team, so...
No, we just rely on other members of the Discord to be our race engineers.
Yeah, unfortunately they're not paid enough.
No.
And they don't have all the data available that the real teams have.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they have like 6 screens full of timings in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, you can get these apps that give you all of your telemetry and stuff, but I don't know if they do it real time.
So I've had the apps that you use for your race telemetry. The problem is it doesn't come up with the names a lot of the time
Yeah,
when you run in an online session.
yeah.
Good evening, Bravo, Bravo. That's an interesting question. How long is a pit stop?
How long is a piece of string? Do you need a front wing or not?
It depends per track as well.
Yeah.
The problem with Monaco is it's a 37-mile-an-hour pit lane, so it's one of the slower ones.
Although it's very short pit lane.
It's not the longest pit lane. I would estimate maybe 22 seconds.
I think that's a bit high. I was going to say about between 19 and 21 absolute max.
Depends, because that pit exit's awful.
Yeah, true.
And the entry's not great either. And you've got the time stopped as well.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, it really I think one of the longest pit lanes to get through is Silverstone.
Yeah.
Even though it actually cuts off the final few corners, it's a 37-mile-an-hour pit lane. Which apparently isn't in reality.
Is it not?
So why it's 37 mile an hour on the game, I don't know.
Well, they like to test us to make sure we're at the right, very ridiculously slow pit lane speed. It's a challenge.
I believe it is one of the slower ones, but it's not 37 mile an hour. But I think in reality they have maybe 3 or 4 different speed limits in pit lanes, whereas the game they've gone for 2.
Yeah.
Let's go check in with Mark Ainley.
Apparently it's 60 kilometers an hour in Monaco.
Which would be about right for 37.
60. I'm doing the conversion now. 60 kph to mph. 37.282 miles an hour in real life.
We'll just stick to 37, it's easier.
Yes.
So it's all a bit status quo at the moment. Erapel's
Yes,
still got his train.
Loppy's just lost a place, he's had a spin.
So that's the only way anybody ever gets past on this track.
Yeah, exactly. And that's provided you actually ghost.
Don't even get me started. I was on a fast quali lap. How many Formula 1 cars have crashed into the harbour?
Yeah.
I have no clue.
Ooh.
Well, if you'd like to answer that question for us, Mr. Bailey. So I personally have no clue.
Have crashed.
Gav says it's a bit dark tonight here, need brighter Banshee lights. Yeah, you probably do, but the issue is Monaco's not actually built to be a night race.
There you go, 2 apparently have crashed into the harbour. The most famous being Alberto Ascari in 1955.
Oh, so there we go, the answer is 2. Fair enough. You learn something new every day.
Indeed.
That's probably mine for the week.
I'm seeing if I can find the second person.
Although then again, the
Hawkins.
Banshee's on comms for Tier 4, so no doubt that's going to have some interesting facts to go with it.
Oh, good luck to you all.
Good luck to Single Track, I think he's on comms with him.
Oh, poor Martin.
I think he volunteered for that.
That's a bold strategy,
man.
Martin.
Tell you what, the blowhole is kind of lost his way a bit compared to his teammate. He's like 9 seconds back.
He has, he's just very casually running his own race.
I don't think he's a big Monaco fan though, I believe he was saying.
I mean, who is?
A few of them in Discord apparently.
You all disgust me if you are.
I just think they're all tapped in the head.
I thought I liked it on TT and then I went into actual Grand Prix and I realised I hate it still.
Yeah, it's alright on TT because you have perfect grip.
Yeah, it's
You have
delightful.
You have perfect grip, perfect tyre temp, perfect fuel load. Everything's
Yeah.
absolutely perfect. Granted, the track limits are a little bit harsher than normal, but
Yeah.
everything's
But when you look up
perfect.
Sector 3, to be fair, it's just a gorgeous feeling.
Yeah, the whole track's pretty nice on there.
Ooh, G-Star is
blowhole's
desperate
under
to get
pressure
past
from the
Chris
G-
Bailey. Ooh, he's
Ooh.
got it done!
Oh, knew Chris would get a time penalty for that. Is Chris missing a front wing?
I think he might be.
'Cause he's incredibly
maybe an
slow and
end late.
ghosted.
No! I can't see any damage unless it's the deadly invisible damage.
There's definitely something wrong because he's incredibly slow at the moment. I mean, he's just lost position after position. He was running P5.
Yeah.
I know
I mean, he's still going.
three of them that have gone through are on fresh tyres and going to be a lot faster. G-Star shouldn't be as fast as he is on 18 lap mediums.
No,
He's,
that is
he's proving the
disgusting.
point the mediums do last.
Yeah, I mean, fair play.
So is Mr. Dynamite up front. Maybe they're about ready to go bang at some point, but it fit with the driver. And there's the bad joke of the night.
We knew it was coming.
I'm too tired to think of any more.
Yep. I'm sure someone in the Discord can do our job for us and think of some MRC jokes.
Probably, there's always one.
It's normally Gav.
Or Mandy.
Yeah.
Somebody will oblige.
Oh yes, at some point.
Kids pitted.
Mark Ainley hasn't yet.
Let's have a quick look at penalties. So Nick BT's on 9 seconds. Chris Bailey, Reese Whitcomb, Jay Sarge, Confetti Krieg and Saviour are all on 3. Goni and LRL were having a little bit of an interesting battle at that final corner. Nobody seems to have got
through cleanly by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any broken wings or flying debris or anything like that, so
Oh, there was some contact with the wall from Bailey Blowhole.
he really is not having the best time at the moment.
Still can't see any damage though, I think he's got away with it.
See, if you're in tier 2, this would be your final lap.
If only.
Maybe from a comms perspective, I think if only as well.
Yeah. Mark Ainley's finally pitted.
So was Ant as well, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
The Bergen's carried on the 20 lap hards.
He's taken them far, to be fair.
That's a brave boy in the willy.
If you're listening, Bergen, I wouldn't hope for a safety car.
No, because they just don't come.
Yeah. I was begging for one in tier 2 and it never came.
I can't remember if these are on reduced safety car or standard.
I think it must be reduced because someone was crashed in the middle of the track earlier.
Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it's reduced. Game over.
Oh, that's a shame.
Then again, I've been watching the esports a lot this week and they don't have safety car enabled at all.
Do they not?
Nope.
Well, that's disappointing.
Those guys are absolute aliens. They follow each other around like half a second apart.
I don't know how they do that. Following in dirty air is absolute filth in this game.
Almost the entire race, they just sit there, grabbing DRS off the driver in front, just like, yeah, let's go,
Yeah.
let's go, let's go. Save all my ERS up. Pounce on the last couple of laps. Absolute aliens. No wonder
No.
they paid money.
It would be nice to be paid money for doing this, I'm not going to lie. Never going to happen, but...
maybe start a GoFundMe page.
yeah.
Or maybe an OnlyFans.
Get Simon to esports.
No, but OnlyFans might be the only way you're going to make some money.
I think I'd make a lot of money on OnlyFans, personally.
Unless you scare them all off.
Yeah, I mean... Do you really want to see Baby Hornet's moves?
Not particularly, but... Oh, Mark Ainley and Kidd have just had a bit of a coming together and Kidd ended up in the wall. may see that one in the stewards afterwards, but it could have just been a simple case of traction issue as well. We had a bit of an awful camera angle on it.
Yeah.
But they were battling into the Nouvelle chicane.
Yeah, that's never a nice place to try and do battle.
Kid seems to have got away with not really any damage. You lucky duck.
Oh, well done to him if he has.
So he just needs to recoup himself and crack on. Does seem to be reeling LRL in a bit. So he's clearly got pace.
Yeah. Oh, Nick BT is retired.
Nick BT's out. Where's it? I think that's pit lane.
I think it is. But Chris Bailey says thank you very much.
Or as the American IndyCar ones call it, pit road.
Pit road. To be fair, that sounds very Yorkshire.
Yeah, you did say it in a very Yorkshire way then.
Well, yeah.
Pit road!
It does sound like something someone in Yorkshire would say. Going down pit road.
Pretty much. Don't worry, I get plenty of stick for that at work. You're going down road.
Down road to pub.
If only.
Oh, I feel that right now.
Now Bergen's finally pitted, fresh set of mediums for him.
Comes out still in the points.
See what he can do in the last, 15 laps after this one.
Those mediums should be very nice for the last 15 laps, I would think.
Should easily last it. I mean, some of the guys started on mediums, did nearly 20 laps on them, and he's going to be on lower fuel.
Yeah, exactly.
Just so stagnated at the moment, this race.
It has. Everyone's sort of stretching out now. And SW's got a 15-second lead.
Oh, that is filthy.
That is unbelievable. SW, I do not believe for half a second that you only did 2 or 3 laps of practice.
No, I don't either. I mean, your closest gaps, we've got Erapel chasing Mark Ainley and LRL chasing the Gurney.
Yeah.
And Reese chasing the Kid. Let's go have a look at that one, because we ain't seen much of them two. That's like the championship fight.
It is.
The only beauty of no safety cars is it means it should be over quicker.
There's always a silver lining.
Well, we need a silver lining, that's for sure.
Indeed. G-Star's caught right up to Saviour now.
Everybody's made the pit stops so far. Biggest gainer so far, surprisingly, is Ant down in P15. He's gained 5 positions.
Yeah.
And Mr. Bailey has lost 5.
Oh, I'm disappointed for Mr. Bailey. It's not been his race, bless him.
Let's see what Bailey Senior's just said in YouTube chats. It sounds like quite an interesting fact, does that one? Anthony Nose was the founder of the Monaco Grand Prix and helped create the Monte Carlo Rally. Before 1978, the corner bearing his name was called Gasometer.
Oh.
So that explains why it's now the Anthony Nose.
Yeah, because it's better than Gasometer.
Yeah, it's definitely better than Gasometer, and it's also a bit of a homage to the fact he created it.
Yeah.
What they need to do is make this track wider, but there is nowhere for them to make it wider.
No, exactly.
If they could make it, if they could do it, it would make it a lot more interesting.
Yeah, I mean, they could make some of the curbs a little bit shorter, I guess, but not really.
Oh, it'll take them 5 years to update it on the game.
Oh, yeah, true.
Look at the left-hander going up towards the castle on Baku.
Yeah.
The curb has only just been retracted slightly. Yeah, it's been retracted every year since about 2018.
Yeah.
They kept taking it further and further back every year, and they've only just changed it on the game recently.
Absolutely.
That curb used to kill you. Then you'd end up at wall doing a Leclerc going, I'm stupid.
I am stupid.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of that track anyway. I think Connor's evil.
No, I'm not looking forward to Baku.
100% about Baku for X.
Oh, that sounds disgusting. Oh yeah, I voted for Baku because I'd never race X, so it's not a me problem.
I won't be racing that week either, so it won't be a me problem either.
I decided to be a little bit sadistic and make other people race it at 100%.
I think I'll avoid comms that week as well.
Yes.
Might race the 100% for Silverstone though.
Yeah. Mind you, I remember you shouting at me because I voted Monaco for Race of Champions.
Yes. You evil, evil man.
Well, again, I wasn't a champion, so it wasn't a me problem.
Well, neither was Connor, but it became a him problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, for those that don't know, we have the formats decided for the MRC X races for the rest of the season. So the Monaco this week will be normal format, so 50% race, short qualifying. Bahrain will be the sprint format, so short qualifying, the 30 whatever percent race it is that they do as the sprint, and then the 50% race. Then we go to Jeddah with the F2 cars. Might make Jeddah a bit more bearable. Or not, because it means it's going to last longer.
Oh, I love Jeddah.
China will be the reverse grid. So let's hope I'm low on the championship by then so I can get a high grid position. Kota will be a normal format, so 50% race, short qualifying. Baku has the evilness of a 100%er.
You're welcome.
I won't be racing it anywhere. The Paul Ricard French mind-boggling whatever it is reverse grid. I mean, I do alright at that track, but it still boggles my mind every time.
I end up cross-eyed after racing that track.
The delights of Singapore will be Formula 2 cars. Japan will be the sprint format. So the short quali 30% race, full 50% race. Imola will be normal format, so short quali 50% race, and then we'll round out the season with a 100%er at Silverstone.
Sounds revolting. To drive.
I'll probably do the 100%er at Silverstone.
I hate Silverstone.
I don't mind it, quite frankly. It's not a bad track.
I mean, you've got to have a very, very good setup for it.
I was doing the
just right.
weekly event on it when I was practicing no assist last week, and I actually did alright on Silverstone.
Okay.
Oh, that's a brave move, wheel banging galore. And Bailey retains the position, but he's got Larry, confetti crease going up the inside into the back, has to back out. Well, that would have ended in absolute tears.
Oh, absolutely.
And missing wheels, and confetti gets very Larry coming out of the second part of the swimming pool. We've actually got some action. Woohoo!
Yes!
It's like esports, wait till the last few laps.
Absolutely.
Although that might be it.
Oh, Womax has had an issue.
Yeah, he seems to have had a bit of a spin at Raskas.
As he gets lapped by his teammate, unfortunately.
That's never fun. Speaking of SW, 20-second lead.
I mean this in the nicest possible way, but you absolutely disgust me, SW.
I mean, come on, people, can you all start throwing your sandbags on his car?
Yeah.
Just slow him down, make it a bit more interesting.
Let's go on board with him for a minute. Yeah, he just looks very, very planted, to be fair to him. I think he's got his setup spot on.
Go on board, just no commentators curse.
No, absolutely not. No, he's just driving. Oh! Nearly worked.
He's just mentally fast, that guy.
Yeah. Unbelievably quick.
It's one of the best performances we've seen from him, though.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the strongest performance I've seen from SW.
He's had some unlucky ones, though, so I think it's good that he gets a good shot.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go back to the Confetti Creek Chris Bailey, because that seems to be the most action we've got on track.
Yeah.
Despite the Mark Ainley train. It's Mark Ainley, Arapel, Agoni, LRL, Kid Dynamite and Reese. But they're all doing what esports do and just sitting there behaving.
Yeah.
That's literally the sort of gaps you see in esports.
I mean, fair play to them.
I mean, they have no choice but to behave. There's just no space on track to get past.
Well, yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we've covered the MRCX format for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Don't think there's anything else we need to cover at the moment.
Oh, Confetti Creek's got the run up the hill. But he's just backed out.
Pretty much pushing the blowhole around the track. SW sets a fastest lap on hards. 14 lap old hards.
This is just an unbelievable performance. Mind you, Rumax and Saviour on soft tyres, so maybe they're going to push for a fastest lap.
I mean, if this is what he calls only 3 laps of practice, then I'd hate to see him when the sandbags come off.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll be driving it in reverse and still being faster.
Yeah. Literally.
I mean, the pace he's got tonight, he might as well go play with Jana Watme and Thomas Ronhar and all them lot.
Unbelievable.
Well, I don't think they actually race Monaco, but they will do in some of the other in the league racing they do.
That's very sensible that they don't race Monaco. They're not like MRC.
Well, they only do 12 races.
Ah, fair.
And a lot of them seem to double up on themselves, like Bahrain gets used a lot, Silverstone gets used a lot.
Yeah.
23-second lead, mental. Have a look at Arapel, he's practically pushing Mark Ainley around the track. Give him a little love tap on his rear wing. But as it's reduced damage, that shouldn't matter too much.
Yeah.
If it was simulation damage, you'd currently be crying.
Yeah. I have to say, Chris Bailey's just getting much better exits onto the straights than Confetti Creek, even though he's on older tyres.
It's the only thing you need to do.
Yeah.
I kept doing that lap after lap. When I had somebody sat behind me, I just kept getting better exits on the corners that matter.
Yeah.
Plant my car in the middle, it's like, well, you're not going past.
Yeah.
The only way you're going past is shoving to me.
Not the cleanest defending, but
Well, it's the way to do it. Put your car in the middle of the track. That is clean defence.
very poor sportsmanship.
It's clean defence. You go tell Alonso it's poor sportsmanship.
Alonso plays by no one's rules.
He plays by the rule book most of the time.
Most of the time.
But what one of the greats doesn't push the rule book at times.
Yeah, exactly.
They find the rules and they push the loopholes.
Exactly.
And find the limits. Like they do with the track limits.
That as well.
These guys who sit there for hours and hours on end trying to be the world record holder on whatever track.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, I ain't got the time for that.
Tell you who's looking nice right now is Bergen. If he can stay away from penalties, he's going to jump up to 6th place.
That's going to help him out quite well. Some nice points for the Willy boys as well.
Yeah.
Although they were getting very, very slow into that hairpin.
Very slowly.
Problem is, as your tyres wear out, you have to take that hairpin so slowly that your car starts to ghost.
Literally. Exactly. It happened on the first lap.
Or you'll end up with people bumping you. It's like, space people, space.
Pace. It's called a car park. You're not supposed to touch other cars.
If you do, we'll leave your insurance details. And Confetti Krieg is still staring at the back wing of that wheelie.
He is going to be so sick of the back end of a Williams by the end of this race.
See, it's a stout defence from Chris.
It is, he's doing magnificent.
He's putting his car in exactly the right place, the middle of the track. So there you go. Go tell Mr. Bailey afterwards that it's poor defending.
I will, it's very poor sportsmanship, Mr. Bailey. And I know you'll listen back to this, so I know you'll hear me.
Yeah. I'll wait for his message to you going, stick it. Oh!
This could be the run Confetti
Just
Krieg
been a
needs.
bit of a pile up with the Bergen Reese.
Ooh.
See what Mr. Bailey Senior's got for us in interesting facts again. Turn 8 is Portier after the Monaco neighbourhoods near to this corner, known as La Portier. Portier or Porter in English was the lowest order of the Roman Catholic seminarians.
There you go.
Well, it keeps some interesting facts coming in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I didn't have time to research anything.
No, it's been a bit of a manic day.
I literally got home about half an hour before I was racing, and then
Confetti Krieg, I think, has got front wing damage.
pretty much straight to comms after that. There's no end plates are intact.
There was definite collision with the wall.
It's just on another one. That's kind of how the back end of my race went.
Yeah.
Oh, let's pit for a new wing. Oh, there's a wall.
Oh, good.
Because my tyres don't want to grip, I went drifting through that corner and oh, wing damage 3 corners in.
Oh, yay.
Several corners later, there's a wall.
Again.
Oh, my wheel came off.
Oh, would you look at that?
And it was on like the last damn lap or something as well.
Yeah, I think it was as well because...
It was either lap 19 or lap 20.
I think it was the penultimate lap because I drove through you and had a very, very panicky moment.
Well, I'd spoken to the team asking for a wing and they wouldn't give me one, so I just tried to make it work and it didn't work.
Yeah, they did that to me at the start. That's why I pitted on lap 1 and lap 3 because they wouldn't change my front wing.
Nah, they were trying to save them all for Kid Dynamite and Nick.
Yep.
Well, they have more chance of points than you.
I mean, Jay Sarge is in the point, so he's done better than me.
Yeah, Kid's in the points, so he's done better than me. I know I'm not in championship contention this season anyway, so...
If I manage to stay up in Tier 2, it'll be an absolute miracle.
Oh, I'll be staying up, I reckon.
I won't be at this rate. I can't score a blooming point.
There's time. There's time.
Ooh, Loppy. That's unfortunate.
It's been disqualified.
Yeah, parked in a dangerous location.
Wow. This game is just ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah.
But guess what? Guess what? It's the final lap!
Oh, thank goodness.
It's the final countdown! Come on,
That's the
sing
most
it with me, Simon.
That's the most you're getting me singing on stream.
I tried.
You've made more progress than Connor, to be fair. He's gonna
I'll
hate
take
me
that.
later.
I'll take that.
If he listens to this back, I'm gonna get such an angry message later.
Senna crashed at Portier while leading the 1988 Monaco Grand Prix, handing victory to his rival Prost. Senna skipped the walk of ignominy back to the pits and headed straight back to his apartment.
No.
Yeah, that's been done by a few drivers, because a lot of them live in Monaco.
Yeah. Didn't Kimmy just go and start drinking on a boat or something?
Something like that, yeah. And SW was that far ahead, he's already finished the race.
Yeah.
Yeah, here
And
comes
he's
the
already on
train.
the boat.
So, Mark Ainley second, Erapel third, Ugoni fourth, LRL fifth, Kid Dynamite sixth, Bergensteel sixth, so Kid Dynamite seventh, Reese eighth. J Sarge is coming through ninth, but he's got penalty, so that could possibly be taken by G-Star. Let's see what we get. So Sarge crosses in ninth, G-Star crosses 10th and stays 10th. Now comes Chris Bailey, the below hole. He's going to come through in 11th. And we're just waiting on Anton in 12th. So pretty uneventful race, but we got there in the end.
Yes.
Bergen was the driver of the day from the game.
There you go.
Let's get the podium celebration out of the way, then we can confirm the results. Obviously our results are provisional anyway, because we've got to go through stewarding inquiries. Once we've gone through that, we can get your thoughts on driver of the day, Simon.
Yes, indeed.
See, I'm nice like that, you even get a couple of minutes to think while we read the results out.
Yes.
But well done to SW though. So-called 3 laps of practice and absolutely dominated that by 30 seconds.
I think he got the numbers 3 and 30 confused in how many practice laps he did, but you know.
How many practice hours he did.
Yeah.
So there we go. SW takes the win, Mark Ainley second, Erapel third, Ogoni fourth, LRL fifth, Bergen sixth, Kid Dynamite seventh, Reese eighth, J Sarge ninth, G-Star 10th, Chris Bailey 11th, Anton 12th, Womax 13th, Confetti Creek 14th, Saviour 15th, and then DNFs for Nick BT, BRD Calvin, Red Car Rambo, Corey, and an unfortunate disqualification for Lorpy. And fastest lap went to SW. So your thoughts on driver of the day, Simon?
As much as I hate to say it, I really think I've got to give it to SW. He was just unbelievably mighty that whole race.
It really was. I think he's a good call, and I also quite agree with the games driver of the day. But
yeah, Bergen had a great race.
I think we've got to go with SW after that, because that was just an amazing race.
Unbelievably.
If he's done that on 3 laps practice, then he's really pulled it out of the bag.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was a great race. So, thank you, Simon, for joining me.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure as always.
And thank you, everybody, for joining with us and staying with us. And thank you to Bailey Senior for the interesting facts as well.
Much more helpful than Bailey Jr.
You wait a week just for his corner braking
Yeah.
distances, but yep, that's another fact. So there we go. They'll be back on Wednesday at 7 o'clock for Tier 3, but from all of us here, good night.
Good night.